Supposed to, hear me now? I'm supposed to hear me now. Sorry about that. Supposed to hear me now. When I hear me, people, yes, yes, my check, 1 2 1 2. Are we back? Are we? All right. So I'm gonna go to this thing on my watch a while ago, car. Due to me not even waste no time. I'm gonna pull up. You see this ID thing? Them need to do they need to get this ID thing clear because Andrew still out here talking about people that spread lies. And I am going to challenge him. I am going to challenge the Prime Minister of the country because you can't tell me, say me I tell lie when me I hear from your mouth and me I hear from your minister of government. From the opposition mouth. You can't tell me, say I lie, me I tell you who me I hear from. So why it hurt me in some places and it not hurt me in some? And now when I come try to label people as mischief maker. Out order. I defend myself, that's what I'm sure about. I'm very out order. I'm go, because I'm not done chat yet, you know. I'm not done chat yet, so I'm going to find the part of me I talk about. I have to address this. Him attack social media and I try to discredit me. Yeah, me have to talk about this. I'm not there so long neither. I try to do this in 1 hour. In that foolishness. I want me other Bluetooth. I want me to all this. Let me just turn off this out. God damn thing I'm talk about, you know, man. People, can you guys hear me? My check. Hold on, let me find out.
So there are two things that you trade up.
Pause. Let me see if you can hear me. I go put my own live, because I don't even like your foolishness right now. You see, my check, 1 2 1 2, my check, 1 2 1 2. Wah. My check, 1 2 1 2, my check, 1 2 1 2. Wah. My check, 1. Alright, good. Alright, perfect. Let me go to my next live. Before I do that, just remind the people them. Please hit the like button, share the live. Get this video to 10,000 likes. Please hit the like button, share the live. Come on. Did you like and share this video? Copy. Send through. All right. Amazing. Let's go to this. See if you not hear me also. Alright. Yo. Alright. Alright, when I hear me. Cause it seems like none of my people have not reached on the live yet. Cause I go live a while ago, so I understand. And then I just go live now. So it'll take a while for the algorithm spice up. But for those who are here, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, case study number 1, Isaac Buchanan. Boom. That video, 36-minute mark. Or 35-minute mark.
And you could make it if you don't eat band-aids that, you know. Michael Jackson did maybe is Adidas on my chest. It's not S. There's no S on my chest. Not Superman. But I will say this. I believe in with all my heart and mind about human rights. I'm in pain because I have to be telling people whether they're old, whether they're sick, whatever, no matter what condition they are in, take your victim as you find them and say, I have a strict mandate from the STC and the ministry and the government that I must take a TRN and your ID so that you can and document that you receive a care package. Because
please remember that Isaac Buchanan said him get clear instruction from whatever ministry and the government that I have to take a TRN and your ID so I can deliver care packages. Why?
The package is not, it has a value. It's your tax dollars that is giving you the packages. Even when the food is donated from all of the people, they're not sorry for you. It's not Jamaica, them sorry for you, it's you, the people. They look at the videos. Remember when we did that grow up and them used to show the picture of the little black baby and him belly bang? And you wonder, hold on, if the picnic hungry and the picnic thirsty, or who I film it and who I take the picture? The picnic all in the desert and the drunk or pitch and the thing, and who's taking the pictures? Well, those are the people who, they say, 10 cents a day can feed a child. Just 10 cents a day. And you say, wow. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I have to document ID and TRN to give out care packages. I have to do that. If I don't do that,
I have to document ID and TRN to give out care packages. And on me says so. Isaac Buchanan says so. The youth the youth Toro or whatever I want him on TikTok. I don't want to mess up his name. I him first to hear it from TikTok. Them come out and put out in the newspaper say a lie. Zine. Let me pause that one. Them put out and say a lie. Zine. Let me go up on the youth page and show them say how them people here. Them a try to take with a spin around. I'm gonna dip on a spin around with Andrew Holness, you know. That me I tell you, you can't come tell me say a lie. Me I tell when I'm elected official in Isaac Buchanan is telling us him have to get the people them TRN and ID so they can get them care package, because him no want nobody say them go say a thief things and whatever. Hello, him say him get instructions. Alright, I'm gonna play with Andrew Holness just say a while ago. So who is lying? Who is lying? Where is the miscommunication? Because Andrew Holness was the first person that talked about ID and TRN for care packages. And we can play that too. We can play that too. So it's either the government is being incompetent, them now communicate amongst them own lines properly, and misinformation is spreading amongst themselves. And now confusing us the people and acting like we are the ones that are spreading misinformation. And I'm here for it because them not going to spread no lie upon me and propaganda upon me. You understand what I say? Let me go to my page and let me go to the video with the youth. And I have to tag the youth and ask the youth, yo, brother, they must say, yo, a lie in the government. How it really go? Zine, boom, right there, sir.
The helicopter came back.
Yes.
And it came with food this time.
Yes.
But to collect, we all have to have ID and the TRN. However, I don't know where is my ID.
Yes.
And I hear a lot of people complaining that they don't know where is theirs.
Yes.
yeah, me general, so you put out a video, Zine, and you ask the boy, people might request ID and thing. Well, let me tell you something. The government has said a lie that, you know.
Alright, boom. We send that to the youth. The youth go some baps. And the youth do work on next video. See, the man do work on next video. After me, he replied to my video.
Helicopter came back.
Boom. So let me go to film video where I tell me straight, say, yo, them can't see a lie, I tell. Because a whole heap of people did that, and a true. Zine, a true. Alright? I just want to not follow, because you see, that thing about ID and TRN, it get out of hand, you know. Because when me hear, me think this was, me a wait for get one apology from the government, you know, in the newspaper, you know, if say, yo, yes, you know, such and such, and give one explanation, say, boy, yeah, a data go on or whatever. Me, brother, me there wait for hear one explanation, see if there.
You put out a video, Zine, and you ask the boy,
he might answer me, you know.
people might request ID and thing.
Try
well, let me tell you
something.
The government has said a lie that, you know.
Where you would say?
Government has a lie, so.
Where you would say?
What I want to know from you is...
Yeah.
The people on the ground tell her that?
Yeah.
Or somebody in the line tell her that?
Alright, watch her now.
That's how I want to know from you.
Yeah, what do you say?
So let me know.
Yeah, me G. I know nobody tell me, man. Me did up on the ground. The government can't say no go so. You understand? Because a whole heap of people. You understand? And the whole of we face it. Me say me have to come back to my yard. The amount of people have to run, go back to their yard because we never expect say boy, that go happen. Me never see it as nothing bad still, you know. When me post a video, me see a whole heap of people, I say, Ray. But me did that thing say, yo, it's just a orderly thing to make people not take more than once. You understand? Because what happened? We have the clinic the right beside one ball ground. So what they do first? The first chopper land, they drop some water, and then did I issue out the water them. You never have no ID if you collect water. Then did I get two buckle of water. And I go there and I say, my general, a couple of there me yard, you know. Yeah, because me I put up one family. Family me I talk about my sister. My sister roof gone, so she have to live with me for that time here. With her boyfriend and her two daughters. Zine and me for my fiance plus my son did it. So me I tell them say, yo, two water not go really help out of me yard, you know. And I don't like we don't have things enough for we buy we little thing. I understand, but things come and we can get help, we take help because we don't know how long this thing go last for, and we are trying to help others just the same. Long story short, he give me 3 buckle of water because other people did there say, yo, I don't like my tell man I chew a couple people in a yard. So then give me 3 buckle of water, and after that then start give people 3 buckles. Till people not too want it, so most people go away. Then, you know, a long while after then sit and nobody not take it, then start actually give people half yes. Now, the captor forward back. Everybody a run go back run there now while rain a fall. When we reach, idea to so everybody have to turn.
So me no need to go no further. The youth link me back and make me know straight say brother, me the dead and somebody tell me a whole heap of people then they need ID and TRN. Then after this a youth now say this. Me I watch Isaac Buchanan last live stream. And you know every Thursday, so you know say tomorrow Isaac Buchanan are doing live stream in Thursday, Context Matters hour. At 4 to 6 p.m. I think at 2 hours. 4 to 6 p.m. So last week me I watch Isaac Buchanan on the Thursday day. And Isaac Buchanan said when me just play a while ago. The man confirmed this. Confirmation.
In with all my heart and might about human rights and what human dignity looks like. I mean, I can share with you. I'm giving out care package and I'm in pain because I have to be telling people whether they're old, whether they're sick, whatever, no matter what condition they are in, take your victim as you find them and say, I have a strict mandate from the SPC and the ministry and the government that I must take a TRN and your ID so that you can document.
I must take your TRN and your ID so I can document
that you receive
a care package. So they have to document that you receive a care package. And if you don't have the ID and TRN, you cannot get it. How are they going to document it? Andrew Holness stood up in the conference. Me I go play it to you because you know, me just go play everything because this is a impromptu live stream. I never did plan for this, but Andrew Holness cannot continue to tell lies and me just I mislead the people and make it look like say yo, we are mislead the people. Me I go to the first press conference where Andrew Holness keep where all of this idea in my mind started because of what he said. Not what I said. I go into his words. His words. Me go offer. Man then discuss October 24th. See it? Listen to this.
And we ask the corporation of our spend has to be accounted for.
All right.
Of departments and the accounting officers and the ministers. There is no suspension of departments.
Right, that's so hold on. Just give me a second. Listen now.
But for that to work effectively, the beneficiaries,
yes,
the people who would require support and assistance,
yes,
must have identification. There is a view that because it is a disaster,
yes,
all the rules are suspended.
okay.
I hasten to advise everyone, in particular the permanent secretaries, the
Yes.
heads of departments and the accounting officers
Yes.
and the ministers.
Yes.
There is no suspension of accountability rules,
Oh,
even in a disaster.
even in a
Every
disaster.
dollar
And what?
that is spent
Yes.
has to be accounted for.
Yes.
The same people who are screaming that we need it now, we need it now,
Yes.
are the same people who will turn around and say, where did you spend that money?
Ah.
So there is no break in accountability.
No break.
And we ask the cooperation of our citizens
Yes.
in providing proper identification so we can track where the benefits go,
Yes.
who received the benefits, and for what reason.
Okay.
This is also important when it comes to not just accounting to ourselves, which we must, but it is highly likely that we will get international donor funding and philanthropic support.
Yes.
And they too require that the resources that are given philanthropically
Yes.
is accounted for.
Right.
So there would be an accounting process.
Right.
So in practical terms, because this is going to be a weather event that is likely to be a heavy rain event, you should protect your important
Documents. Yes.
Put them in a Ziploc bag,
Yes.
tie them up in a plastic bag,
Yes.
keep them somewhere safe.
Yes.
Because we're going to need to be able to identify you in order to facilitate a very quick recovery process.
Recovery process. May I go back when him say relief?
Now, you would have heard extensive reports from Minister Vaz, the JPS, and from NISD that they are projecting that as a result of the experience, I am told that 31 is to be ahead of any necessary precautions have been taken to ensure that telecommunications remain
I'm going back too far.
able to do, because already those storage areas are full, so they can't. If the event is a barrel scale event, is throughout impact Jamaica, which is of import. During Hurricane Beryl, the loss of telecom in itself, for public safety. So,
hold on, may I get to it?
Commissioner of Police, there is JPS has informed that from. I'm told that Petrojam, there is after the disaster, right?
Just give me a second, my people.
Now,
Yes.
during Hurricane Beryl, the greatest impact would have been on residential roofs.
Roofs.
And in flooding in areas that are flood prone,
Yes.
houses would have been destroyed by flooding.
Yes.
It's very difficult to gauge whether or not this weather event will parallel Beryl in terms of its impact.
Yes.
This weather system seems to be very unusual in that it is essentially sitting in the southeast of Jamaica, creeping at 2 miles per hour.
Yes.
And I would have been doing some strange
This was
things.
October
What
24th, you know.
what
High
we have heard
Saturday.
is that the wind force has increased from, I believe, 45 miles per hour to now 60 miles per hour. So it is strengthening.
Yes.
Whatever happens, the projection is that it will come closer to Jamaica. And we would be affected, one way or the other, by either rain
Or wind.
or just rain. So whatever happens, we can safely say, there will be an impact. Something will happen. The likely impact would be the rain event. And that would mean flooding,
Hey.
landslides.
What's up?
It would also mean that there could be some marooning of communities. Some communities could be cut off. And it would definitely mean a scoring of our already aged and struggling road infrastructure,
Right.
and possibly some impact.
October 24th. Context matters.
Is there-
Karen Wagwan.
That households should take precautions in ensuring that whatever work they can do to their roofing to prevent leaks, they should do so. When we flew over the affected areas, is that the roofs that were damaged will launch, but for that to work effectively, must have identification.
All right, go back.
For that, strategy humanitarian will launch a very comprehensive humanitarian and recovery strategy after the...
All right, so the humanitarian and recovery strategy, humanitarian relief, it's not just houses, it's not just housing supply, it's also food and water. So when him say humanitarian, I looked up the word humanitarian, I say humanitarian, all right, that could include both of these. So when them say they need ID now, me I say ID. So hold on, the people are gonna need ID for humanitarian aid. I'm like, no, that me kind of taken aback by that. Why they need ID? I mean, did some people break through the border and come to a disaster zone just to get help? Who does that? You know what I mean? Aren't the shores of Jamaica more secure now? The United States boats are and all those types of ships are supposed to be out there, so nobody can to come in. So me I say, hold on, where really go on? Right? Because I go back, you know, when I see the article from the newspaper that said it was false, I say, you know what? Maybe I misinterpreted what the Prime Minister said. And I went back and I heard humanitarian aid and relief strategy and recovery strategy. So I say, humanitarian is food and water and shelter. So yeah, so they need ID for that. So food and water, I want a food and water part of it. Even then I said, all right, even if it's to give them infrastructural aid, zinc, board, I said the same thing, I kept the same energy. I said, yo, that's still wrong. What did they want with what? All we needed was the black book. All these people that was on the black book, why only can't use the black book to identify them? So them can get the aid, humanitarian aid. If it's construction, then fine. But why still, if they don't have an ID, why should they be refused aid? Just like if they don't have an ID when they go for voting, why should they be refused aid? Even if you're talking about housing. I am still taken aback by that. I am still taken aback by that. Because the catastrophic level of this hurricane, no matter how a man secure him things them, water could have washed away, could have covered it and more than gone about it business. So what are we talking about? After them people come out and cliff and talk about PMP are keeping food from the labor heights, I feel this speech is also make PMP look bad. Oh, you was listening? Alright, so I could go to him speech now. I could go to him speech. Let me see if we can find it.
Once we start to make huge expenditures on humanitarian relief, we must be able to give a certain level of certainty that the expenditure went to the beneficiary. And so we actually need a system where that can be done.
Elena,
and the voucher systems or the cards provide that kind of support. So for that to happen, we need shops to get back up, and we need the ATM machines to start working. We need the remittances, the remittance houses that you can go and collect your remittances. We need those to start operating again, so we get back to some level of normalcy, so that we can have the transparency and the accountability that everyone is calling for, without understanding the dynamics that you have to first put in place in order to achieve that. And so we are well on our way working with that. Minister Hill has been tasked with doing this. He has so far identified 48 the facility. These are profit making. They could get a restart. So there is that facility where similarly the business to take everything as obvious. You have to explain in excruciating detail.
Hear this now.
The regular business private sector supply with worked out. I know the private sector is also doing similarly, and that is being coordinated with Mr. Keith Duncan at the lead of the coordination.
I asked him start your shots, you know.
The government in terms of just trying to
get on with it.
The regular business private sector supply chain up and running
yes.
in communities. And as I'm on generators,
yes.
Again, I thought it would be obvious. But these days I learned not to take everything as obvious. You have to explain in excruciating details, because there are those who either don't know or are deliberately trying to confuse.
No, they are not deliberately trying to convince nobody. You have a responsibility to be clear. And if you weren't clear, people can come to them own assumption. If you say you're going to loan the generator, how much meaning you have for loan? How much mean him still try to defend it indefensibly, you know? How much meanings do you have for a loan? It means say you give it and take it back. But we are going to pass that there. That's the minute part of it. Listen to this.
And let me explain the excruciating details.
Yes.
There are 900,000 Jamaicans impacted.
Yes.
150,000 houses.
Yes.
So far, Minister, you can recall how many generators we have gotten. It's less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000, okay.
500.
Yes.
Now, all of the smart people who are talking about how we use the generators, how do I decide who gets out of the 900,000 people who could claim?
Yes.
500 generators.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us educate the Prime Minister because he's admitting that he don't have the idea of how to use the over 1,000 generators to help the community them. So let's help out the Prime Minister because he's now declaring, him just admit say, how am I going to use 1,000 generators to aid 900,000 people and 150,000 households? You know what's funny? After him said that and asked a question there, him semi-answer him question with another argument about the police station them. But I digress. Let me give him some idea. One of them that I already shared. You see, community them, Andrew, that is affected, meaning so the people them there in a cluster and them there one place, you can take 5 generators, build one station, put police and soldier there, and have a centralized station where the people can go and charge them phone, have the Skynet, 1 or 2 of them or 3 of them, for actually give the people them internet connection and shelter so they can reach their family and charge them devices. So when they do it that way, you're not giving away the generator them to one person. You're giving them to an entire community. Oh, my son, was that so hard? How much them I pay them? How much them I pay them a month? How much them I pay them a month? Was that so hard to conceptualize? I am not a genius. I am not a genius. Maybe I am, I don't know. But I'm going to say I'm not a genius. How is it so hard? How many communities were affected? Was it over 1,000 communities? At least you'll be able to fill most of the communities with some, especially the most affected ones. You go and you target the most affected ones, the one in the most deepest rural areas that have clusters of people that need the internet, that need electricity. Right? Him not get my vote. Ilian, him not get my vote, you know. Sandra, him not get my vote. Colin, him not get my vote. Right? How is it, why him couldn't come up with that idea there? Why nobody else in government came up with that idea? Build something, I'm talking about fast build too. Structure. You feel me? Where people them can go there get proper shelter. Hurricane can't blow it down, it will go there forever. You feel me I deal with? Quick. It will take 1 week to build that to the right amount of construction tools them and people and personnel. Build it in the most affected areas them. Build it out. So the people them can go there and them get them light, them something charge. Them can get them internet. You feel me I deal with? Some people actually make money off of the internet. Put 3 or 4 what them call it? What them call it something? My man, Elon Musk something. Put 4 of them up there because I know one alone can't enough. Because more of people are going there. Hundreds of people, so you know it are going to get stressed out. Put 4 of them on top. Use the generator them interchangeably. So you use 4, 2 are on one time. People are charging phone all about the place. What we are do? Simple maths, bro. And you can, you know, put it out there. You not say everybody are going to get generator, but the most affected communities. That is how you do it. Especially the ones them in the mountainous areas them and then type of area. That is how you do it. So now he might admit, listen to him.
It's less than 1,000.
Yes, less than 1,000.
500.
Yes.
Now, all of the smart people who are talking about how we use...
So I'm mocking my queen. All of the smart people them that are talking about how we use the generators. Well, so one smart somebody I tell you how you can use them. Him man fresh. Instead of the man a try for, him man say, alright, what do you guys suggest? All he wants to do is demonize the people. You think me come by here, so and just criticize Andrew? We are give them solutions. Tangible solutions for them can use. Him thin skin bad. And him not doing a good job and him cannot take criticism. Man, terrible man.
Who's the generators?
Mm.
How do I decide who gets out of the 900,000 people who could claim 500 generators?
Because you think small, hombre. Your IQ low. Your IQ is low. You think small. That's why you not understand. Say, you can't just look for deal with one person out of 900,000. You set up something where benefit everybody in our community. You know how them have community centers? Where everybody go play football? Set it up right there, son. Set it up right there, son. Make everybody come to our community center, can charge them devices. Get some internet, get some work done. Put out some content. Go on them TikTok and go live. They might all get some aids. Somebody might send them to Lion. What you talk about? You know, use a brain, brother. Now use a brain.
I keep saying to people, do not listen to the mischief and nonsense.
So, we attack mischief and nonsense. But him never come up with the idea when me come up with a while ago. SC, what's up? We attack mischief and nonsense, but fame, bright people them within our government couldn't come up with the idea. You see, him come disrespect people when he should be listening. Because him is a dictator type mind. Right? And he want to shut up everybody else. If you not listen to him and see film idea them the right way, it's his way or the highway. He's a narcissist. He is a narcissist.
And as your Prime Minister, my job is to make sure that you have the information. You can do with it what you want, but the record must be there. So that those who are vested in mischief, who carry information falsely with malice, that you can counter them. So a lot of the nonsense you hear, you can dismiss it. 500, it's less than 560 generators so far.
Listen to this now.
None of those generators will be used in the program I just mentioned, which is to provide a loan or a grant to businesses that we're trying to stand up to ensure that the private sector supply chain starts to operate. All of the generators.
Did you explain that to the people when you talked about loaning generators? No. But you expected them to just believe you or understand what they in your mind. The audacity. The audacity, the sheer gall of this man. We must read his mind and know what I talk about. Remember the premise I'm arguing, It seems I have to explain everything in detail. Yes! There is a trust deficit. We don't trust you, Andrew Holness. So, because we don't trust you and we feel like you have adhesive fingers, you're your administration, you have to explain everything. Are you your fault on hours? If you never sue the Integrity Commission and carry them go court and try to remove the actual act itself that is illicit enrichment, maybe we will trust you. If your associate, Dennis Chung, wasn't in the FID, investigate. How is that investigation going, by the way? Investigating you, we would probably trust you. If there was some type of, I don't know, transparency, objectivity, not borderlining nepotism and cronyism in your actions, like your brethren and business partner being in the government, running government agencies that have to do with real estate. If those things weren't true, probably we would trust you. But they are not true. The fact is, those things are happening and we don't trust them. So you have to be very clear and cogent. Lori, what did Lori say? What she say? I don't even trust myself, much less go trust Andrew Holness. Only entity me can trust a God. Moving on.
Generators that we have been given through private donations or through...
I don't want to hear nothing more about that.
In that, will be used to build resilience in the public operations. In that way, we guarantee that the benefit of the 500 is multiplied to benefit everyone.
Wait, go back,
So what
go
we have
back. Sorry about that.
Naturally from other states will be used to build resilience that we have been given through private donations or through bilateral. The private sector supply chain starts to operate. Aid a loan or a grant to businesses that we're trying to stand up to ensure that the private sector supply chain starts to operate.
Yes.
All of the generators that we have been given
Yes.
through private donations or through bilaterally from other states
Yes.
will be used to build resilience in the public operation.
Yes.
In that way,
Right.
we guarantee that the benefit of the 500 is multiplied to benefit everyone. So what we have done, we have said that we're going to give the generators and other such items that build resilience, we're going to give them to our police stations.
Oh! So you was asking yourself the question, how you're going to use it to stretch out to everybody. How do I do this? I only have this amount. But no, you say you're going to give it to the police station. What did I say? Build a station in the community that has police and soldiers. I even went on to say even medical officials should be there. For those who watch all of my videos, I've said this already. This is not a new idea I came up with today. I have said this before because of the same exact situation with the whole generator stuff. Them say, Bolo, you're a lady that same way, so watching from Atlanta. Big up yourself. Right? I have mentioned this idea already. Because the generator thing come up and I talk about loan and then I say, no, I'm not loan for this. I say, yo, watch you know. This is how you can actually maximize the generator then, bro. I not only criticize the government, I give them solutions. So if they want, tell people, say, don't listen to me, I feel them business that. And if the people them don't want to listen, I don't want to tell them back, say, Bolo say, yo, see one good idea from Bolo. I feel them business too. Do what you want. Yes? But we don't trust you. Period. So now, them a give police them. Because most people that got a police station go charge them phone.
No, don't have. So out of this, what we intend to do is to ensure that every police station that is built or under construction now, or that currently exists, we're going to make sure that they have a generator. But it's not just giving them. They will have to provide us with a system of maintaining it so that when this generator goes, it is replaced. So that we can now say, when we are hit by another disaster, our police stations have backup capabilities.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I would ask is, why wasn't this the case before? Why does emergency buildings don't have backup generators? I think that should have been an automatic. However, he says he intention, not that he has already. What's the timeline for this? This is because we don't trust you why I'm asking this now. You see, when you trust somebody, if they say they're intended to doing something because of their credibility and their integrity, you're going to say, well, yes, you know, this person has a track record. We can say, all right, yeah, them say they intend to do it. We are almost sure that they're going to do it. But you, on the other end, Andrew Holness, I don't trust you, and the people that watch me, most of them don't either. So we want to know, what is the timeline, sir, for you to give these generators to the police stations that are already there, according to him, the ones that are currently being built, and the ones to be built in the future? How much police station there, Jamaica? You say you get less than what? 1,000 generator, and you probably going to get more. Which police station get what where? We need to know. How many police stations have Starlink? That means that all our police stations in Jamaica have Starlink. She said, but them police here now seriously affected, but them should have all necessities already. make that criminal go hide himself in a me not say that. No, but I'm saying they should have had it already. 1, 2. Alright, we move past, they should have it. Them not have it. They get them now. You say you're gonna give them. Your intention is to give them. When is that? And when you had made a statement about the generators, was it in your intention that time to give them? Or is it that because you're under criticism, now you're coming to tell us this grand story and just trying to PR your way out of the fire and the scrutiny and the criticism that you have gotten, rightfully so? I know these are tough questions. Some of them truly is rhetorical. But try and answer it. Because we want to hear, because we know you watch me now. We want to hear you. I am totally convinced that Andrew has watched my video already. The way him go on about this thing and Ray, somebody send it to him. I'm totally convinced. Because yesterday brother they threatened me. I want Andrew to find him, because I'm threatening people. I'm threatening people about come out Jamaica and gun and Ray, TT and PMP. I want to lock him up. But you have mama love a quote for the same thing. Oh, because mama love a PMP, I'm a JLP. So JLP can come on here and threaten people and get away with it. Very interesting.
If you go into any of the communities that have been badly hit, where are people gathering to get their phones charged and to get communications? They are going to either the police station, the municipal office, the fire brigade. So we're going to provide as many of these generators, providing they meet the required specs to these operations, to the emergency services and the critical services. And that's what
suppose them don't meet the specs. That means the generator is not as powerful for run that area. What happened to the generator then? Where are they going to be used? Who is going to get them? Are they just going to stay there and rotten? Very interesting. This is all accountability, you know. So them claim to say them want accountability, but when people start to ask critical questions, oh, it's too much. Oh, you just need to trust us. Nope. Nope.
we've been doing. I personally have given to 3 police stations.
Oh, personally, huh?
And the people there are very happy to have it. Because that's where
so hold on there. Do they sign a piece of paper for it? Do they have to show their ID or TRN that they got? Or should we just take your word that you gave them 3 police stations? If we take your word, oh, that's an ask them.
Oh, to get some electricity to charge their phone and have safety in making their calls. And I know that the same thing has been done with the Starlinks that we have gotten, that they have been used to give to hospitals, the police station, the fire brigade, and so forth. So that's how we are using it. And that's the smartest and best way to use it to ensure that the average person benefits.
No, you are telling yourself you're the smartest and best way. And the same people them where you call stupid, right? And the same people them where you say the people them not listen to. I already came up with the idea. That is even better than that. Because remember, say some of my police station they get mashed up too, you know. And we're talking about reaching the people them immediately at the time, as fast as possible. My suggestion would reach them immediately. It's like an outpost, a disaster outpost where people can go, where the medical professionals, police and soldier is always there. So if people can see aid and get help. Somewhere where helicopter can always come and fly down and drop off things. It can be used as a universal outpost to actually give out goods and medicine and them something the same way. Just a disaster hub, central space. No, I don't know about no house I build back. You not expect the government to build back no house yet. Not that I know of. I not expect that.
From these.
The way them are move slow,
and I'm sure that our donors would be far more satisfied to know. Well, there are 2 important things that we have to discuss.
Yes.
I want to talk a little bit about electricity. We are at 70%. When you don't have any electricity, I take grid and connected to the same supply, and so it does take time to get all the various grids back up. We gave JPS a chat that a crop in that by the 15th of Montego Bay should be sure that the benefit the tourism corridor, and we consider it is to give approvals to hoteliers are the greater the threat to employment. Support you to get back on your feet bigger and better. We want to get the tourism sector. We will each incentive fishery of and accelerate as 600 community in Jamaica. Maybe 70. That is going to take a lot of time. Use more resources, it takes a shorter time. That they could shave 2 to 3 months of total recovery. They want to have working with them is projected. And if we get electricity back quicker, just update the nation at 75%, and we are working. Now, this is what I know most Jamaicans want to hear about. In the recent history of Jamaica, certainly in our independence, deal with $6 billion to 8, but what the assessment? Conservative assessment. We'll get what that figure is. Now, I know when the
thank God it done. So we can just go to Babs now and start it from the start. Yes, and we can gauge you better.
Is projected. 3% of the island, negotiating details, because there are those who either to, first of all, a coupon or a card system once we get the institutions and to assist centers, several an analogy of the body, management, employment of the NSWMA with the reasons about what are we going to do for schools and when they because in this disaster, many of the shelters that were stakeholder relations assessments stations, where are all our shops? Where
sorry,
are
sir, we
all
never recorded.
our in terms of their usage and
so long him
into
talk?
The administrative and organizational management of the disaster, and that is the area that squarely falls in the reassigning of ADPEM to the office of the Prime Minister of the Prime and my place to deal with, and quickly remission entities. I'm pleased to report that I have seen improvements in the functioning of ADPEM. The objective of that is to answer calls and support institutions and what went out as in terms of their usage and who were the beneficiaries. So the public will be able to see in real time what is the status. When I say eventually, very soon, as soon as the system is up and running, then we will be able to publish for the public to see, to answer calls and support the whole idea of transparency. So see usage of and has not happened. But we want everybody to know. So we have to put a system in place.
May I speed it up?
Reliable.
Hey.
And one that operates in real time, and one that I've also instructed ADPEM to develop food disaster, but with several other disasters, and that is as a result of the very high level of informality in Jamaica. Is that sometimes there are communities that we simply don't know. They're not on the map.
Oh, this is a part of me want to. So they said that no community is marooned, but then Andrew said there's communities that they don't know about. So them saying that no community is marooned is false. No community that they know about is marooned is the accurate statement. Not true. I'm just saying.
This disaster, but with several other disasters, and that is as a result of the very high level of informality in Jamaica. Is that sometimes there are communities that we simply don't know. They're not on the map. We know them traditionally by word of mouth. Informally, they are named and described.
Yes.
But you can't geographically identify them.
Yes.
On a map. As a result of that, there may very well be communities that are not served in the disaster response.
So he just admitted that it's a possibility that there's communities that has not been served. And his explanation is, well, those communities might not even be on the map. They are not registered. So when we come on social media and we say, people still are dead for hungry and they're maroon, and then say a lie we are tell. Oh, you go. Me ready for them today. Me I say, look at you. Unu just love tear down the flag of them. You know the lady will come on and do estimate. You know what she said? They use social media posts, images to do what? do an estimate of the damage, the physical damage all over Jamaica. Then if the vlogger them so bad, how now use them information? How now use the data? If you come up with assessment. Huh? Stop throw we under the bus and start respect we. Come to the carpet with good conversation and stop. Yo, me tell you know where this is going? Let me tell you exactly where this is going. They are looking to start locking up vloggers. You know what man of Venezuela do? I'm reading the story. The man lock up somebody in our community who speak against him and him party. It is my belief that this is the road that Andrew Holness government want to take in Jamaica. And they have given hints about it already. If you listen to Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, several times he should talk about misinformation and this and that and Ray, and we have to do something. Who to tell say another the model that them are going to try? Anybody will talk against JLP, you lock them up. Not that them a tell lie, you know, but you lock them up. Because them a dictatorship. I believe that this is where they want to go. That's just my belief. When me see the thing from Venezuela, me I say, but all good they all them things and them a try to come to Jamaica, you know. Them style, you know. Yeah man, the lab rats them good feet, man. Can you hear them talk? Oh, anything you done, say Allah. And a one and what? Yo, we're in a dictatorship. I want to take this thing for. No, hombre. No, we not really work with that.
I have brought together under ADPEM's coordinating risk structure developed so that we can see, for example, where are all our schools, where are all our police stations, where important. Well, to person. So we need proper information. And secondly, if we don't actually know where the damage is and develop supply chain that are verifiable information that you can use to make your own personal decision, be done on the selection of shelters, building.
Oh, that part is important too.
To respond to.
Listen to this.
Disaster.
Listen to this.
I wanted to just say a few words on shelters.
Yes.
Now, there is no question in my mind.
Yes.
That more work needs to be done on the selection of shelters.
Oh.
And indeed, we may very well have to consider
yes.
Building shelters that are for that purpose.
Oh.
Or when we are building community facilities.
Yes.
To build them up to the standards that a shelter would require.
Oh.
Because in this disaster, many of the shelters that were prescribed as shelters were destroyed.
Wow.
And so some of the...
You mean out of 881 shelter on the 7.5? Let me tell you something, and we're going to be very, very frank about this. You see, the shelter, them 881 shelter, what them say them have? Them never ready. Majority of them never ready. Them are wicked. Them not even wanna get repair. They not even wanna get looked on. Nothing. Them shouldn't even classify them as shelter. You heard what I said? They shouldn't even be classified. You know how thoroughly exposed this government got in this season, in this hurricane alone? And people can say me overly critical. I don't business. Take criticism and build on it. Build from it. You should not shy away from criticism. You should take criticism, own it, and build from it. You see when they go so Babs now and build from it, Bolo can't say nothing. Bolo have to say, yo, good job PM. And this me I talk about. This are excellence. When people are criticized, man, especially in a leadership role, you work assiduously to make the thing work. So them same one become your greatest chairperson. Because the only good thing a real person can say, yo, the Prime Minister working. But you know what Andrew Holness decide to do? Attack us. Call us names. Threaten us. Andrew Holness threaten us. He surely did. Yes, when him respond and this and that and Ray, people will be afraid. Instead of taking constructive criticism, the man threaten away. I don't know why me for respect a leader like that. Oh no mad man. No mad.
The
Man get this
areas
smoke.
that you're seeing functioning as shelters were never prescribed as shelters. We just had to use them in the immediate passage of the...
So when they come and tell us them are 881 shelters, I lie them I tell. Because they were not prescribed as shelters. They were not fit to be shelters. You hear them admit now? More, you see, them say it in a fancy words, you know, but more to make you understand what them say. So no remember say when me say, you don't say I don't true. And a lie me I tell when me say it. They were not prescribed as shelters. They were not fit. They were not designated. They should have never been designated as shelters. Them never ready. So when them tell me say they are prepared for the storm, no go so. Them never prepare for no storm. But then again, Desmond Mackenzie did tell me say you can't prepare for a category 1 storm. Category 1. How can you prepare for a category 1 storm? I don't know. Through experience. You did go through one already? Yes, this did happen. The building them did build like this, we are gonna build them better. So them can withstand a category 1 storm. How about that? That makes sense?
Okay, so this is something that we will have to consider.
Oh.
We're now at a point in
Yes.
the disaster where we will have to decommission shelters, demobilize the shelters. That
Decommission, people not go left. You see all of them school You see all of them school where you shelter them there and people there, the Petersfield and all them place there. I don't know when, but told them attack, they might try open back in school them by January. So you know say, if you're not homeless, something I forgot between now and January. I don't think the government is gonna take good care of us. I'm just saying. Because the matter we say they don't have resources. Why?
creates some challenges, but why do we have to do this?
Yes.
Many, if not all of the shelters now are schools.
Yes. Schools, yes.
And we have to get our schools back
Back
up
on, oh yes.
for January.
Yeah, for January.
So we can't have the shelters, the schools being used as shelters.
You know what
So-
is messed up about all of this that he's saying now? This man went on CNN and told the people that we will be able to reach the people immediately after the storm. We have put together a credible relief effort. A tangible one that the people can believe in. So, you know, it ensures that, you know, them can actually get some aid. Zine? And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, some people still not get no aid, they are not reached. Big up the JDF. They spoke about a lot that the JDF has done. Big up the JDF. Guess what? A lot of people still didn't get any help. No fault. Well, I'm not blaming the JDF. I really am not. I am blaming the government that told me that they were prepared and they'll be able to reach the people immediately after the storm. They are the ones I'm blaming, not the JDF. What happened, man?
Medicine for my food.
Oh, medicine for your plants.
Yeah.
So what we have
My
done from
God.
the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and from the Ministry of Local Government
Yes.
to go into these shelters, you would have heard that we have maybe just under 1,200 or 1,300 persons still in shelters. To go into these shelters and on a case-by-case basis, assess their needs and make recommendations or where possible, implement solutions for the decanting of persons from these shelters. And that is underway. Our hopeful target is that we could decommission 90% of the occupants of the shelters from the shelters into alternatives.
What is going to be those alternative places that they're going to move the people to that are homeless? Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a rough ride. Let me tell you. And God is not done with us yet. God is not done with us yet. That's another thing that we need to actually keep in the back. The front, the back, the middle, side of our minds. Repent. It look away. It really looks away, guys. I'm telling you, ain't no joke. Ain't no joke.
We are hopeful that we can do this. We're working very hard, but I can't stand here and give a definitive date that it would happen. But the public should know that we have started a process to humanely, with greatest consideration, decommission the shelters and find alternatives for the persons who
Humanely. People want to remember all of these things, you know. Humanely remove the people. Not brute force, not with care. You understand? We're gonna hold them to that, you know. We're gonna hold them to those words, you know. They don't have a definitive timeline. Beverly, what are you doing? But humanely.
who are using them. I was the Minister of Education. May come to us with a time on that in another press briefing.
Oh, and him still I use his guy, Ramesh. Ramesh is at the press conference. I forgot to mention. Yeah, Ramesh is at the press conference. Ramesh was saluted several times. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now, by the use of
Right.
Never. They'll even asking him teeth and the wave in a gallery. Yeah?
Yeah.
People trap same way in a Jamaica. Nobody do that. None. That's why we lose, you know. Everywhere him go, we lose. Him shouldn't do that.
I really
If
thought,
his
man.
father did trap on him nephew and all kind of things and brother and sister, the money that them that try to get them out alive.
Of course.
No Jamaican trap. Hey, when you take this serious and just go away.
Yeah, the man said there's people where in a communities where they depend him up. And they might be marooned there. And not get no aid or no after 3 weeks. And the man said so nonchalant. Me I say, but hold on. He man admit say. Yeah. Why me I tell you, man. No say I heard my boss.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Yo, Brechin. Yo, Mr. Way so I'm going to beat it till you am a bend. That me I tell you. You can't stay there. Me I make sure you find a part there. Say people marooned where actually, you know, because of the map and everything. And so me I say, so you admit, say, people actually maroon same way after 3 weeks. So no lie we I tell. We there say people actually are dead for hungry. People actually trapped in areas in some community where you don't even know in the on the map. So where you drone then there? Where you drone then there? Where the technology? Where the drone for search and rescue? For map out the place and go look for people and look for house and look for community. Where is all of that? Up to this point now? Yo, you come like an eye, yo, may I find it?
4.8 million metric
Me I
tons
find it.
of debris. I would say just round that up and this. And I want that to sink in. 480,000. I would say round that up to about 500,000 truckloads that we need to remove.
Whole pack garbage for remove. Whole
The
pack.
NSWMA, with the resources that 100 billion
May I pass this
flood,
thing?
a deluge actually of mud and it really created a problem. What we have done is I have put and I have assigned them to ensure that in specific communities, not general garbage collection, but we have to do some targeted remove some. Well, my statement here says they have done about 1,300, but that they have been of the Jamaica National Prime Minister Motley has kindly offered that are common after such a disaster. I take this opportunity to appeal to all Jamaicans: be super careful in your environment. Be super careful about where you get water, and if you get water, please boil it if you can before, or use some form of treatment. It is absolutely important. In my travels around all, I urge the greatest caution. I want to speak a little bit about the JDF and what the role of the JDF is. Who would be the brain of the operation? They do 193 missions, and that would all kinds of. I received it, and in the middle of a river, and the JDF giving the capability has just under 8,000 of the deliver by air and by sea by the 10,000 that are given. Do the delivery to what we call the hub and spokes. So they have established several main warehouse to those where the goods are moved to them. Provide moving. They will have to shift now from giving out packages to helping in the as they have repurposing almost the operations of the JDF to the which we are in dialogue with. We'll be sending members of their engineering team. So very soon you're going to see a full deployment of the JDF along with other institutions and to assist. This is necessary to be done because after a while it becomes very costly to be using the resources of the JDF to be delivering packages. But there's a reality which the communities that are affected should start the disaster. You would have seen an influx of NGOs, concerned persons, concerned Jamaicans coming in to
Listen to this.
on social media, everybody handing out packages and so forth. In another couple of days, you're going to see that drive.
So, Andrew Holness say, "Uno we are run off on the mouth." This is my interpretation. Uno we are run off on the mouth, and I talk about say the people them we are do more for the people in Jamaica, and I praise them. So them are going there with care packages. He might say in a couple of days that is going to fade. You're gonna see that go away. After that, him thank them, for them helping. Now mind you see. Lord have mercy, this man. Why would you say that in the way you said it? Is it that this man is just inherently inconsiderate? I mean, I ask the question genuinely. Is it that he's just like I really believe he's a robot, Assassin believes he's an alien. But I believe he's AI. I believe he's AI. Why would you say it like that? Listen to this.
In the initial phase of the disaster, you would have seen an influx of NGOs, concerned persons, concerned Jamaicans coming in to give. You see it all on social media, everybody handing out packages and so forth. And in another couple of days, you're going to see that dry up.
In another couple of days, you're going to see that dry up. How is he so sure about that?
Some are going to return. That they have been here so long is quite exceptional. Some do have staying power. They will stay with us for a little longer, but it is going to taper off, which is why the government had to strategically build out a system that could endure and last and be able to continue to deliver even when.
So now he's defending. He's defending his delay of helping the people. No, the first responders. No, man, that's gonna finish in a couple of days. But I had to sit back and I had to map out the strategy for sustainable assets being given to the people. We are going to see how sustainable those assets are given. And we're going to see the sanctions or the stipulations that come with getting those assets. You know what they said? You're going to get a coupon. So you can go to the shop and take the value of the coupon to your house. You don't know what's coming next, right? They might push you into no money. Digital system.
Private and NGO philanthropy dries up.
Him thinking, my God, you see?
We're very appreciative of everything that has been donated and given so far, and at this point I'd acknowledge Ramesh and indeed
yeah, man, Ramesh, man. Acknowledge Ramesh.
wider entertainment community
And the wider
that's come out
community
and is given. I think they should be commended,
Yes.
lauded, and indeed I'm encouraging them to continue as long as possible to give. It's necessary and well respected and appreciated. But we also know that as in any disaster, after a while that dries up and the state has to have a standing facility to continue to provide the service. So it's necessary that we start that transitioning in anticipation of what is going to happen. And to facilitate that further, we're going to eventually move away from distribution of packages to, first of all, a coupon or a card system once we get the shops and stores up and running. And then eventually that will be rolled into an augmented path program where persons who are in need of this kind of relief over an extended period of time can be supported seamlessly. Right? So we are trying to return to normalcy as quickly as possible. For that to happen, we need to support businesses. And what is the purpose of a business? The purpose of a business is to make a profit. So government has to be very careful in how it supports business. Yes, there may be times when government gives a grant and there are considerations as to how we can help. I know the DBJ is considering how we can help businesses get back on their feet, and government is considering how that will work. In another press briefing, we will go into more details about that. But in my last press briefing, I mentioned, and pardon me for thinking that it would be readily understood by all, that we would support profit-making entities by loaning them generators so that gives choice. But the biggest thing for us, the biggest advantage, what we have given out so far, recorded in our studio, we have no record of the acts for it's a big reason. We must be able to give a certain level of certainty that the expenditure went to the beneficiary at the time of support. So for that to happen, we need shops to get back up, and we need mechanics that you have to first put in place in order to achieve that. And so we are well on our way working with that. Minister Hill has been tasked with doing this. He has so far identified 48 business entities in 2 of the affected parishes. They're seeking to expand that rapidly, and we will facilitate electricity. They could get the lead of the coordination between the private sector and the government in terms of just trying to get the regular business private sector supply chain up and running, because there are those 150,000 houses.
I want that a beep. Turn it off.
So far,
Press the blue button.
Minister, you can recall how many generators we have gotten. It's less than 1,000.
Press the button.
500. Now all of this use the generators. How do I decide who gets?
Oh, it come
out
off.
of the 900,000 people who could claim?
It have
500 generators.
Press the hand back. Lord have mercy, everything come off.
I keep
Wi-Fi
saying
gone,
people,
everything gone.
do not listen to the mischief and nonsense. And as your Prime Minister,
sorry about that, my people.
That those businesses that we're trying to stand up, just ensure that the private sector businesses that we're trying to stand up, just ensure that the private sector supply chain starts to operate. All of the generators that we have been given through private donations or through bilaterally from other states will be used to build resilience in the public operations. In that way, we guarantee that the benefit of the 500 is multiplied to benefit everyone. So what we have done, we have said that we're going to give the generators and other such items that build resilience, we're going to give them to our police stations that now don't have. So out of this, what we intend to do is to ensure that every police station that is built, and that is increasing every entities that are responsible for permits, every community in Jamaica, $8.8 billion. Assist in that. They simply just don't have it. So you have the two extremes. Those who are independent and who will move ahead, and those who are completely dependent on the resources of the state to assist. And then there are some in the middle who,
Sorry about
said, to now go and do this
No,
level of
me get
rebuilding and supporting the relief. We have examined pre-built containers.
Come there for it. Hey, thank you so much, Nadine. Nadine, one of my mother's friend that supports the platform. She's been listening. She listens to me every day. I want to say a big shout out. Heart of love. Heart of love.
Containerized modular situation has provided us with container homes. Then a portion of them also through containerized solutions. They have access of income. Really trying to cut them. I cannot say how much those will be or the categories right now. I mean, we have decided on the category. The burial framework will apply: moderate, minor, moderate, and severe. But that needs an assessment, and so that's what is kind of holding us up why we can't pay yet. Now, we're not going to wait until we have assessed every single house, how the damage is stacking up, minor repairs, and what exactly. Each 30 establish what they score and coordinating. And the reconstruction. Just, how are we going to manage this crisis? And to begin to think about the crisis in the sense of an opportunity. Put on your roof, and you didn't put on the hurricane straps. The roof. Now is the time to put on those hurricane straps. Saying no more zinc for me, slabbing your roof. Make sure that this local government, the public, those who are reconstructing, that there are some engineering requirements for putting on slab roofs, because you don't want to replace one disaster with another. We have also commenced preparation for the rebuilding and the construction phase. As I said before, the World Bank's rapid damage assessment, 8.8 billion, does not include economic losses and does not include this estimate that hurricanes of the damage is the highest in Jamaica's modern history. For capital, decentralized, ministry by ministry, corporate in normal times, I don't believe so.
All right, so obviously I missed something because me skip past the part. So what am I talk about right now? At first, I am talk about that.
Social security. The process of acquiring them through the procurement process, they have to bring the materials in and to distribute processes, accelerated processes for the rebuilding. The IOJ is in charge of doing the final assessment in Trelawney. They will be the beneficiary of an accelerated and surrounding are getting electricity. So the intention is that by the 15th of December, electrified. So by the 15th, we should that's the challenge, and they are working to get this. And I'm giving to say a little bit more, and the minister, all the permitting and approval entities, all of the generators that we have been given through private donations or through bilaterally from other states will be used to build resilience in the, because were you to do that, you would see an avalanche of misinformation, which we saw coming out. So we have made sure that we have moved the products, the humanitarian supply, into the community as quickly as possible. But we have no record of the even. So transitioning back to normalcy restores dignity. The only way to
think of somewhere around here, so him said. But me
press briefing, we will go into more details about that. But in my last press briefing, I mentioned, and pardon me for thinking that it would be readily understood by all.
No, man, I don't want to hear about that again, man.
Into an augmented path program where persons who are in need of this kind of relief over an extended period of time can be supported, who are in need and appreciated. But we also know that, as in any disaster, after a while that rise up and the state has to have, but we delivering packages. But to be done, because after a while it becomes very costly. And countries which we are in dialogue with will be sending members of their engineering team So very soon you're helping in the reconstruction and rebuilding of critical. Government had to strategically build out a system that could endure and last and be able to continue to deliver even when private and NGO philanthropy dries up. So we are very appreciative, Ramesh. I think they should that further. We're going to eventually move away from the distribution of packages to, first of all, a coupon or a card system once we get the shops and stores up and running. And then eventually that will be rolled into an augmented path program.
Crops, vegetables, and fruit trees.
On the logistics and emergency relief.
And so without further ado, we have our Prime Minister.
Thank you very much, Minister. The purpose of this press briefing is to give some insight into the administrative and organizational management of the disaster. And that is the area that squarely falls in my office, the office of the Prime Minister. You would have noted that we have made certain changes to the government to increase the efficiency of the operations and management of the disaster, one of which would be the reassigning of ODPEM to the office of the Prime Minister. It is not unusual for enough entities to review and through support from our Information Technology Authority. And the objective of that, the end objective of that, is to answer calls and support. Then we will be able to publish for the public to see what came in, public confidence, anyone to know what we have given you, which is highly unlikely and has not happened, but reliable and one that operates in real time and one that is on time. To develop full situational awareness as a result of we know them traditionally by word of mouth. Informally, they are named and described, but you can't geographically identify them on a map. As a result of that, they're...
All right, so I'm going to make him know that at the 49-minute mark, I'm going to say we know some notes. All right, that's up. Go to the 49-minute mark, and you hear him speak about communities that they have not registered but are there. So that me are gonna need that evidence too. So send this to him, and then for reference, copy that, send it to him. I'll send it to myself and pin that. I'm gonna need a reference for future. All right. At the 116 mark now, somewhere around here, so him talk about.
Oh, government has to be very careful in how it supports business. Yes, there may be times when government gives a grant, appreciated. But we also know that, as in any disaster, after a while that rise up, and the state has to have a standing facility to continue to provide the service. Really gives people choice, because you start to hear it already. They're tired of what is in the bag. All right, I don't want any more bag, carry something else. And we start to hear that coming already. So transitioning back to normalcy restores dignity. It gives choice. But the biggest thing for us, the biggest advantage, it gives accountability. Let me be clear. All of what we have given out so far, the accountability rests on what countries have given to us and what we have recorded in our stores and what we have given out to persons who we expect to give out to others. We have no record.
All right, Dave, are you
end beneficiary?
Big up yourself, Dave. Big up
Because
yourself.
we have not asked for any identification. We have not asked for anybody to provide
Oh!
in this phase of the
Oh, I got him. 119. Okay, I got him. That's what I was looking for the whole time. Woo! God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Mark 1 hour, 19 minutes. All right. 19 minutes. All right. On this part. Oh, my God. He says no ID or TRN has been asked for. And hey, let me tell you something. One thing with Bolo, if you never know, you're not going to find out. I don't play. Listen, if you don't watch me, you know see some determined bad. When it comes to finding the evidence, I really don't play around. You hear me? I really don't play around. Alright? Trust and believe when I tell you that. I will go through the whole thing. I'm like a damn investigator. I will go through the whole thing, listen back 10 times, just to find what I am looking for. Facts. Some mistake. Now what I ramp with me here. No joke. Anyway. Let me carry this back. Go to 119 minutes. Asked for. Alright. Alright. Boom. Make a go back to that. Play.
Rests on what countries have given to us.
Listen to this.
And what we have recorded in our stores. And what we have given out to persons who we expect to give
Yes.
to
Yes.
us. We have no record
Yes.
of the end beneficiary.
Yes.
Because we have not asked for any identification. We
Uh-huh.
have not asked for anybody to provide their TRN.
Uh-huh.
In this phase of the relief, it's
Uh-huh.
about just getting the food out there, getting the care packages out there to people.
Is that so? Is that so, Mr. Prime Minister? Well, is either you a tell lie or somebody is misinforming this man right here.
Human rights. And what
Yes.
human dignity looks like.
Yes.
I mean, I can share with you. I'm giving out care package and I'm in pain because I have to be telling people whether they're old, whether they're sick, whatever, no matter what condition they
Yes.
are in, take your victim as you find them
Yes.
and say, I have a strict mandate from the STC and the ministry and the government. that
From
I must
who?
take a TRN
From
mandate
who?
From the STC and the ministry and the government.
From
that I
who?
must take a TRN mandate from the STC and the ministry and the government.
From
that I must
who?
have a strict mandate from the STC and the ministry and the government that I must take a TRN and your ID. So
Game over. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done. I'm done. The Prime Minister said this. The man just said this. The first phase, no ID and TRN.
Out to others.
Listen.
We have no record
Yes.
of the end beneficiary.
Yes. Meaning the person that received the actual aid. Yes?
Because
Yes.
we have not asked for any identification.
Uh-huh.
We have not asked for anybody to provide their TRN.
Uh-huh.
In this phase of the relief, it's
Uh-huh.
about just getting the food out there, getting the care packages out
Oh,
there.
so now when I try to set up Isaac Buchanan. So Isaac Buchanan tell lie. Isaac Buchanan tell lie. But this was you, Andrew Holness.
Work effectively. The beneficiaries, the people who would require support and assistance, must have identification.
I'm done. I'm done. I have nothing more to say. You can listen to all of those videos and listen to the context of what I say. Humanitarian aid is food and water and shelter, not just food and not just shelter. So when them come with the article talking about no ID or TRN for aid, it is false. And then me see Isaac Buchanan days after saying that him have to get ID and TRN for actually record who get aid and care package. What do you want me to think? Only see them people that try to turn people in a spin doctor. A games them a play. Only not see that. Isaac Buchanan have more credibility than him, you know? So me believe Isaac Buchanan. Me not believe him. I mean, I tell you that straight. I don't know about you guys, but I believe Isaac Buchanan. I don't believe him. Isaac Buchanan has no reason to lie. The man is a liar for crying out loud. Him not a reason for lie. Where my life for? Him supposed to have records. Oh, by the way, if you back up Isaac Buchanan, let me play back the video from the bridging that I reached out to ask Mr. Rory Vassell, digital marketer. Big up yourself on TikTok. Wanna check him out. Listen to what Rory officer right there, sir.
you put out a video, see, and you ask the boy,
Yeah,
people may request ID.
That I mean, you know.
Let me tell you something.
yeah.
The government has say a lie that, you know.
Ah, me make sure link the youth and say and tag him and say, brother, the government has say a lie out there. The government say a lie. So now Andrew Holness just double down and triple down. As a matter of fact, them triple down. Cause them come out with the newspaper article say false and double down say nothing no go so. Right? Or Andrew Holness double down. Because they come up with a newspaper article and now Andrew Holness come today. This is why I did the live stream, you know. Two they come tell we say, them not collect no ID. But listen what the youth say. Government has say a lie, so. What I want to know from you is, the people who are on the ground tell her that? Yes. Or somebody in the line tell her that? Yes. That's how I want to know from him, General. Yes. So let me know.
Yeah, me G. I know nobody tell me, man. Me did up on the ground. The government can't say no go so.
What you say?
Understand? Because only
people there.
You understand? And the whole how we face it. Me say me have to come back to my yard. The amount of people have to run, go back to their yard because we never expect some boy.
You're going to need ID.
Me never see it as nothing bad still, you know?
The man no see it as nothing bad. The man thinks I just forgive order and have order so people not take. But listen, if that is the case, the government should say that. And I can still have my opinion about what they do. But don't lie to us and tell us that the people them never need no ID and TRN. When the minister, MP, I tell us, say, the people them have a show TRN, forget the aid, and them know who get the stuff, and this something, man, yo, people, let me tell you something, man. I'm telling you, that's why I don't trust this government. I don't know about Uno. Uno can't go and lock on it. What am I lying about that for? Why are they lying about that? One simple little thing like that, why them a lie? The man them is inherently dishonest. And the man double down. See the youth attack there.
When me post a video, me see one heap of people I say, Ray, but me did that thing say, yo, it's just the orderly thing to make people not take more than once. Understand? Because what happened? We have the clinic the right beside one ball ground. So what they do first, the first chop of land, then drop some water, and then
I'm me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. They see if them really want it to be a situation where you not take more than what you need. You know what them can do? Tell you what them can do. Use some stamp. A whole heap of ways, you know? Whole heap of ways. The other way is have somebody monitor the lines. You understand? The people that get food already have to leave the premises. Them can't stay there. So as you get through to the line, you see where the line there, the behind the line, you can't re-enter again. Do something to make it orderly. You know? Think. Use your brain. Use your brain to make sure so nobody no skullduggery the thing. And I get more than what them forget. And when you find them, shame them. Shame them. Let everybody know that this person was trying to get more and didn't want anybody else to get worse when the thing limited. Yeah, man, you shame them, man. That will deter them from doing it again. Shame is still a good thing, you know. I want to see that way and the manners right now and shame we. What go on, Paul?
that issue up the water them. You never have to have no ID if you collect water. Then you give back the water. And I go there and I say, my general, a couple of with me yard, you know. Yeah, because me I put up one family. Family me I talk about my sister. My sister roof gone, so she have to live with me for that time here. With her boyfriend and her two daughters. Zine and me for my fiance plus my son did it. So me I tell them, say, yo, it water not go really help out of me yard, you know. And I don't like, we don't have things enough. We buy really good thing them. I understand, but things come and we can get help, we take help because we don't know how long this thing will last for, and we are trying to help others just the same. Long story short, he give me 3 bottles of water because other people did there say, yo, I don't like my tell man I chew a couple people in a yard. So then give me 3 bottles of water, and after that then start give people 3 bottles. Till people not too want it, so most people go away. Then, you know, a long while after then sits and nobody not take it, then start actually give people half case. Now, the captor forward back. Everybody run go back run there now while rain a fall. When we reach, idea so everybody have to turn back. Some people did already have theirs. What they did to even make it more orderly.
Listen to this.
They dropped the food on the ball ground. But like how we did line up on the ball ground to go collect the water, I know that they do. Then put the food over there and then tell us to come over the clinic. I will go over the clinic and we had to line up and give them we identification, then they send it over the background. And they have paper write down the name them too. A matter of fact, somebody, excuse me, someone from our community, because then did I write really slow, it did that take long. So they asked for a volunteer, and a volunteer from our community went and start help them to write down the information where they on the ID, and then carry over the background and so people couldn't get their food. So there's no way the government can say, boy, nothing no go so.
People, do you see how detailed that was? There was a paper that people's name was write down on. Them have to show them ID to get the food. Why would the young man lie about something like that? And why would Isaac Buchanan? But no. I want to hear from Andrew Holness, because I want to share this now. Yeah, man. Tell Andrew Holness a Bolo over here disprove. What I must say. And I call him out. And make we see what going to be him argument. Because I know one place it happened, you know. This is in Westmoreland. And the MP live at East Portland. So how it go? How it go? I like everybody I tell upon the government. Say people must have ID and TRN, or these were just two isolated incidents? Or is it that Uno actually did it because Uno never want the people them take more than what them forget? But you never said that before. You said you Uno put out a newspaper article say no go so it false. So how now go spin this? Because we have all the documentation, you know. How now go PR this? Because me I call out the government, you know, straight, you know. Somebody's lying. Just like when Dora the Explorer say nobody's being tracked. You understand? Hold on there. Lord have mercy. Nobody's being tracked. And then when we check it out, next thing we know, no, well, I think Andrew Holness first said the person was tracked. And they were, you know, they were apprehended. And then Dora the Explorer said nobody's being tracked. So now we have seen this story before with the government where one person said one thing and the next person said the other. And I'm gonna give you another example. Andrew Holness upon CNN say we will be able to reach people immediately because we have mounted a credible recovery strategy. So we can reach the people immediately after the storm. Desmond McKenzie said it is impossible to prepare for a category 1 storm, much less a category 5. So which is it? You're prepared or it's impossible to prepare? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a government that is confused, that don't know them hand from them foot, and they are wigging it. You know what I mean by wig it? You're going on one game where you never know how to play before, and you act as if I am the master, and you're currently being exposed. What happened with the ODPEM? Just look up the ODPEM story and you realize, say, look on Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz say, what him say? Did Darrell Vaz say, this is a question. Did Darrell Vaz tell us that the egg came in to customs and nobody checked the bags and they went through? Is that what he said? If that's what he said, what does that mean for security? What could have been in there disguised as aid? I asked 2 questions. So these people are confused. They are under immense pressure and they don't know what they're doing. That's what I genuinely believe. Or this is engineered chaos. 2 things is either they are incompetent or they are so brilliant that they have engineered chaos. None of those things are good for we the people and the people that are most affected. That is my thesis based off what I'm hearing, because now Andrew Holness just said this and it confused the hell out of me. I mean I go there I think about the whole night and the whole day. How this go?
End beneficiary. Because we have not asked for any identification, We have not asked for anybody to provide their TRN.
Huh?
In this phase of the relief,
Huh?
it's about just getting the food out there, getting the care
Oh.
packages out there to people.
In this phase of the relief, they never asked nobody for ID and TRN. Wow. You know what? I'm done. I've proven my point. I didn't expect to be so long. The only reason why I'm so long is because I was determined to find when he said that. You guys have a blessed night. You know, make sure you go and follow the Prophet, Mark Stewart. You know, follow Peter Chambers as well, Jeffrey Shuttleworth. It's called Freedom Come TV. Follow all three of those gentlemen. Follow Andre, PDTV. Follow at half of the press, ABR News TV, my sister, Aromatic, Mystic Sensation, Will Rattigan, Colin Bell, you know, Jamaica Hot Topic. Damn, who else? There's a lot of y'all. Follow the real, man. Follow the real. You heard? It's unbelievable what these people are. It's just unbelievable. Like, wow. Like, wow. E-right, big up yourself here. Yeah? See you. They didn't make an effort to get prepared. They should have a job bank with names of carpenters, plumbers. Bro, yo, big up yourself no E-right. Big up yourself no. Talk shoot no, my general. You would think that they would be thinking, if this thing hits, we are going to need to have a listing of carpenters in Jamaica to build back. Do you know that there's a carpenter in, is it Negril? Trelawney? There's a carpenter that, well, a group of carpenters that are building back people's houses. Albeit it's board houses. Them have fit back with them have and a put in some new parts of a put in, but they are doing it free of cost. My suggestion was that the government organize. I am sure we can find 3,000 skilled men in Jamaica. Put them all together like a well-oiled machine with the resources after assessing the people them and just go through the damn community them where hit like a Terminator in reverse and rebuild the people them house. Quick. Just a suggestion. Pay them. If them not even get full pay, government pay when them get the money one time in a bulk, pay them. Come to some agreement. Pay them. I said that before, no E-right, and the first man said it, you know, and you come with a similar argument. So what is these government officials getting paid for? What do I get paid for? Man, I'm out of here, bro. I love y'all, man. Salute. Peace. Ladies, love you, gentlemen, my brothers. The word is love. Later.